Hello everybody and welcome to this time lapse. We got this beautiful reference photograph from Rachel Marks. I got it from the Facebook group called oh my word. Here I go again. Let's think. Free reference photo for artists. And you can see I've changed the reference photograph. I've decided to make two small paintings out of this. So the size is 17 centimeters squared, and then I'll get them framed to my 20 centimeters squared, which go to a gallery who stocks all my fruit and veg. Anyway, working on the pastel matte paper here. On the left side we've got the light grey, and on the right side we've got sand. So you can see I changed it up a little bit. Like I said, I wanted to get two paintings, and because I do a set of 9 for him, and I've other work to do, so it's quicker to do it this way. I've got all the right colors out. I've got the golden colors for the pears as well as the turquoise for the background. So the deepest, darkest turquoise is from the Dark Intense 2 set from Terry Ludwig, and then I also use some brighter turquoise from the Art Spectrum Extra Soft Blues set. So you can see I've obviously changed the photograph around. So the one on the right where you've got the pear hanging, I was very influenced by Juan Sanchez Cotan, who lived in 1560 to 1627. So I love art around this time. It just makes my heart sing. So there's a painting of his called Still Life with quince, a cabbage, a melon, and a cucumber. And the quince and the cabbage are kind of hanging on a string. So I felt influenced, like, oh, let me hang some of my fruit or vegetables on a string instead of always putting it on a wooden table. You'll find if you go back and have a look at my previous time lapses, I'm always painting them just on a wooden table. Because that's what I have in the studio. But I thought, oh, let me jazz it up a little bit. Anyway, so that's why you can see that's going to be the finished product, which you won't see in this demo, by the way. That will come later. You'll only see me work in the background a little bit of the pear, but you'll see me finish the painting on the left with the 2 pears. But anyway, so that was my influence for this one. And I'll leave a link in the description below so you can have a look at the painting that I'm referencing. So I had very strong light on the left, on the right, but I actually changed that. You'll see, oh, actually maybe you won't see it in this one. You'll see the whole of the painting on the left come together, but maybe not the one on the right. Anyway, I do change the one on the right because things just weren't working. All right, back to the painting on the left. Background was too bright, it was too turquoisey, so I took like a reddy brown from the Art Spectrum skin tone set, and I just put that in there, and it dulled it right down. So in the actual pears themselves, I'm using a lot of Sennelier and the Art Spectrum Extra Soft Skin Tone set. They just lend themselves so well to these golden pears because they've got such beautiful oranges and orangey browns, and also some beautiful olivey greens from Sennelier. So the pear on the right has got a bit more green in it, so I added a lot more green, which you'll see in a minute. For the shadow, I'm taking a very dark orange, an orangey brown, to put that shadow part of the pear in, as well as some like a khaki green. And then this is a unison yellow. I can't remember what the exact number is. But you can see it's not a super bright yellow. It's not like a lemon yellow. It's a duller yellow, and it's not as bright as a cadmium yellow either. So again, it was perfect for these pears. Also using my pastel pencils, of course. This is olive green brown 40%, olive green 40%. And I'm using Bista from Caran d'Ache as well, which is like a green gold color. That's a good actually color to describe the color of these pears. It's a green gold. If you have any oil paints lying around, I know the Holland green gold is exactly this color. And so that's a good way to kind of describe it, really. Taking some yellow one to put in the base of that pear. Now the shape of this pear was all wonky donk. I don't know what was going on there. So I'll do that. You'll see me in my time lapses. I will make a stencil using the reference photograph to change the shape. So I'm not fiffing and faffing. It's just a quick and easy way to correct a shape. So as you can see, it looks better already. So that's a little tip. I don't know if art teachers out there would be like, don't do that. You need to do something else. But for me, I'm like, I'll do whatever it takes to make my painting work. So this is a lovely green. I put in like a brighter yellow green for the lighter parts of the pear and back in with a dark khaki green. So darkening down in here, this is like a beautiful, goodness, how do I describe this color? It's like an amber goldy brown from Sennelier. Just to darken down some of the bits. Oh, you can see, look, I took away that strong light. So you could see there on the right. So adding a little bit more of an orange, and this is also to even darken down the shadows more. I took some of the dark turquoise I'd used in the background and I added that into the pears. And this is a brighter yellow. So you can see I've used so many different yellows, ochres and greens to create the 3D effect of these pears. I absolutely loved the color and the pattern that you can see in the reference photograph, but I chose not to do it in the background also because I needed to do something that will take me a bit quicker, because I do give myself an hour for each painting because of what the gallery charges, you know, so I can't be spending loads and loads of time on a painting, which is going to be priced at a certain price. Anyway, so, but I did want to keep that beautiful, those like vintage greens of the tablecloth in the table. So that's exactly what I've done, creating that with some beautiful Sennelier greens. I'm just adding a little bit of the, you know, the pen, the texture, the skin. It's got little lines and dots. So I'm starting to add texture on the skin just using dark browns as well as like dark oranges and dark yellows. And I should have said, in the shadow where the pears are casting a shadow onto the tablecloth, I actually used a dark navy blue by Terry Ludwig, and I think it worked pretty well. I think the color scheme just, yeah, it just worked. And I also added some of the green that I've got of the tablecloth into the background. So the lightest part of the background, you can see the lights coming just there on the left. I added, that was just a green from the tablecloth. So now that I've got pastel on every inch of the paper, this is where I go around and I start putting in the finer details and perfecting, making sure my edges are looking good, that they're not too jaggedy and messy looking. So I'm can you see I'm adding, this is a very dark gray from Derwent, and I'm just refining the edges of the pears, because sometimes we forget about things like that. It can actually make your work look less polished, I guess I want to say. So yeah, it's quite important to watch your edges. There I'm putting in the highlights, and again I'm taking it's like a tinted white, so that's tinted a bit yellow, and around there I'm putting again that brighter green yellow, or yellow green I should say. Now this is fun when it comes to putting in any type of pattern, whether it's on a ceramic or in this case is tablecloth. I just have lots of fun. Now you'll see that the pattern isn't the same as in the reference photograph. It's actually quite different but I've kind of tried to stick to the colors, and I just kind of did my own thing, and I was happy with the end result. Again, if I was to copy that pattern exactly as what I see, that would be pretty time consuming. And as I mentioned earlier, you know, I like to give myself about an hour, maybe an hour and 10 minutes to finish a painting. So you can see I smudged in the motif a little bit, the actual pattern, because it was looking too stark. So now it looks a little bit more, I don't know, something about it's like very retro, and I just really, really like it. And so making a start now on the stems, using a variety of browns and greens, pastel sticks as well as pencils to get that to come alive and look 3D. Also adding in some of the red browns that I used in the actual pears themselves. I will send a separate time lapse for the second pair, so that will be released on the channel, so you can see that me bring that to completion too. So if you've enjoyed this, please give it a like, so that we can bring more people to my channel. And I shall see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.